Hello everybody, welcome to IB Economist. Paper 2 for Economics is a data response paper that will cover the last two sections of the syllabus, International Economics and Development Economics. There will be 4 questions in total. A question consists of an article and questions relating to that article afterwards, 2 on international and 2 on development. However, you will only be required to answer 1 question from each section. So choose the questions you have the most confidence in answering. At the end of paper 2, you should have completed 1 question on international economics and 1 question on development economics. The amount of time allotted for paper 2 is the same as paper 1. You will have 90 minutes to answer 2 questions with the 5-minute reading time beforehand. The 5-minute reading time is when you can go over the 4 questions and decide which 2 you are going to answer and start to formulate what to write. However, you are not to make notes, start writing, or even to highlight and underline the text until the 5 minutes are up. To be safe, keep your writing utensils on the table and out of your hands. The beginning 5 minutes will not be counted in the total exam time of 90 minutes. Each question will be worth 20 marks, making paper 2 total up to 40 marks. The structure of the questions for paper 2 is different from that of paper 1. Instead of only part A and B, paper 2 questions have parts A, B, C, and D. Part A is worth 4 marks and is split into 2 smaller parts, I and II. Typically, you will be asked to define 2 economic terms for part A, with each definition being worth 2 marks. Part A should be the quickest part of the paper to finish, as it merely tests how well you have memorized the definitions. Part B and Part C are worth 4 marks each as well. They will usually be straightforward explaining type questions. Diagrams are encouraged if the question allows it. Part D is worth 8 marks and is where you should be spending a good chunk of your time. Part D questions incorporate more than just explaining, but also discussing and evaluating. For Part D, it is crucial that you relate your answer back to the article you have been given. You will lose marks if you do not reference the article. Aim to mention the article at least 3 times in your response. Both quoting and paraphrasing are acceptable. The information you draw from the article shouldn't all be self-explanatory either. Yes, you can use some as evidence, but use information that will allow you to further explain and analyze. Drawing a diagram isn't a requirement on the rubric, but again, it's encouraged if what the question is asking allows for one. Here's a brief recap on the structure of paper 2. It's a data response and covers 2 sections of the syllabus, International Economics and Development Economics. There will be 2 questions on international and 2 questions on development, but you're only required to answer 1 question per section. It's 40 marks total, and you will answer 2 questions worth 20 marks each. The questions are split into section A, B, C, and D. Parts A, B, and C are 4 marks each, and Part D is 8 marks. The duration of the exam is 90 minutes, with a 5-minute reading time beforehand, and that is not included in the 90 minutes. Remember that no writing utensil should touch the exam paper before the initial 5 minutes are up. Study hard, and good luck to everybody on the economics paper 2.